OpenAI just dropped GPT-4.1, GPT-4.1 Mini, and GPT-4.1 Nano with a refreshed knowledge cutoff of June 2024. Besides, OpenAI made an amazing move and released O3 and O4 Mini at the same week. Together we will compare all these models at once in this video. Sam Altman says they're great at coding, crush instruction following, and can handle up to 1 million tokens. That's wild. But here's the devil in the details moment. It turns out OpenAI has already started quietly integrating GPT-4.1's best features into ChatGPT's latest model, GPT-4.0. It means that you might have been using them without even realizing. And yes, the GPT-4.1 family is API only. But don't worry. You don't need to be a developer to use GPT-4.1 cores. I'm going to show you how to access them for free. On the other hand, Sam says O3 and O4 Mini are very capable, and O4 Mini is good deal for the price. O3 and O4 Mini can use and combine every tool within ChatGPT, which is amazing. Welcome to AI Handbook, where I break down the biggest stories in AI every Thursday. In this video, we will check the feature of O3, O4 Mini, and we'll unpack GPT-4.1's insane upgrades, compare the whole family, and check the real-world results that'll blow your mind. Here are the three models: GPT-4.1, GPT-4.1 Mini, and GPT-4.1 Nano. GPT-4.1 is flagship model, designed for complex tasks. GPT-4.1 Mini is a balance for intelligence, speed, and cost. GPT-4.1 Nano is the fastest, most cost-effective version. The intelligence is highest in the GPT-4.1 flagship model, while speed and efficiency increase as you move down to the Nano. All three models accept image and text inputs, but only generate text outputs. They don't have reasoning capabilities. We see that the Nano is the most affordable option by far, and all models boast a massive 1 million token context window. That's enough to read through entire code bases or even the full Lord of the Rings trilogy. And O4 Mini is faster, more affordable reasoning model, and O3 is OpenAI's most powerful reasoning but is the slowest model among models at the moment. O4 Mini and O3 have reasoning capabilities in compare to 4.1. For pricing, we see the O4 Mini is way cheaper than others that I was not expecting these numbers. Lastly, we see that O4 Mini and O3 Mini has lower 200,000 context window than 4.1. Now, let's zoom out for the bigger picture. The GPT-4.1 Mini, in particular, is a huge leap in performance for smaller models, outpacing GPT-4.0 in several benchmarks. It matches or exceeds GPT-4.0 in intelligence evaluations, all while cutting latency in half and reducing costs by a massive 83%. On the other hand, what we see on math competition, the cost-performance frontier for O3 strictly improves over O1, and similarly, O4 Mini's frontier strictly improves over O3 Mini. More generally, it is expected that for most real-world usage, O3 and O4 Mini will also be both smarter and cheaper than O1 and O3 Mini. As Sam mentions in his post, OpenAI really emphasized real-world results over just focusing on benchmarks. They say, while benchmarks provide valuable insights, we trained these models with a focus on real-world utility. And that came from a close collaboration with the developer community to optimize these models for the most important tasks. OpenAI also tested GPT-4.1 with alpha testers to perform in production on domain-specific tasks, and we'll check those real-world results in just a moment. Now, I'm not going to get bogged down in numbers today. Let's just look at a few key benchmarks I selected for you and bring them to life with real-world examples. OpenAI says, we've specifically trained GPT-4.1 to follow different formats more reliably, which allows developers to save both cost and latency by only having the model output changed lines, rather than rewriting an entire file. On the software engineering benchmark, which measures real-world software engineering skills, GPT-4.1 completed 54.6% of tasks, a 21.4% improvement over GPT-4.0, which only completed 33.2%. Here you also see how GPT-4.1 performs well upon GPT-4.0 in front-end coding, and is capable of creating web apps that are more functional and aesthetically pleasing. So check this out, when it comes to freelance coding gigs, O3 are high and O4 Minis high are absolutely crushing it. Meanwhile, over on the SWE bench accuracy tests, O3 and O4 Mini are miles ahead of earlier models like O1, hitting almost 70% accuracy. Basically, the newer models aren't just smart, they're getting paid and proving they can code like serious engineers. Here you also see how GPT 4.1 performs well upon GPT 4.0 in front-end coding, and is capable of creating web apps that are more functional and aesthetically pleasing. Here is the different comparison of each model against GPT 4.5, and it is clear that GPT 4.1 Mini and Nano are having difficulties. Let me show you the most interesting part. Research from alpha tester Codo across 200 pull requests showed GPT 4.1 was judged better in 54.9% of cases, slightly outperforming Claude 3.7 Sonnet, which came ahead in 45.1% of comparisons. GPT 4.1 even earned a solid score of 6.81 out of 10 for its suggestions, compared to Claude 3.7 6.66. While the margin isn't massive, scenarios highlight that it understands when to be silent and when to be thorough, an invaluable trait for AI tools assisting in real-world development workflows. Okay, this is where things get wild. Not only are O3 and O4 Mini models crushing coding tasks and ranking high on SWE bench, but they've also leveled up with full tool access inside ChatGPT. That means they can actually call external tools, search the web in real time, and even run custom functions you give them like your own personal dev assistant with Google skills. This combo of real-time reasoning and tool usage lets them go beyond static knowledge and solve dynamic, complex problems fast, often in under a minute. Basically, they don't just think, they act. Additionally, OpenAI also launched Codex CLI, a terminal-based coding agent that runs right on your machine. It's built to push the reasoning powers of models like O3 and O4 Mini to the max, and yep, future support for GPT 4.1 is already on the way. Here's the crazy part, this thing can take a screenshot or even a rough sketch you give it, combine it with your local code, and then think through how to help you. It's like giving your terminal a brain. Plus, they're putting $1 million on the table to fund cool ideas built with Codex CLI. You can get up to $25,000 in API credits if your project gets picked.
All right, and so I thought today we would re-implement this using Codex and O4 Mini, just from the post. And so I'll start out actually, but just by taking a screenshot. And I'll take the screenshot and I'll drag it to my terminal. And so I'll give it to Codex. And so as you can see, I've passed it in using the image flag. And so Codex will start using that multimodal reasoning that we saw earlier from O4 Mini.
And one amazing thing about using these models directly on your computer is you can take any file, any code base that you're working in, just go and grab that, put it into Codex, and here we can actually see some of that chain of thought that we were talking about earlier. It's asking for some clarifying questions, it's thinking about things, and then it actually looked at the image and even suggested a few things that we might want to do with it. What did you have in mind?
I thought we would just re-implement what we saw in the post.
Yeah, but since we're live, maybe we'll make it a little bit more fun. Let's add the web camera API, and just for the folks watching on the live stream, maybe let's make sure we keep it in the 16:9. I don't want some really small little video, but do you want to go and try that?
That sounds bold, but I like it.
Before we wrap up, here's a quick tip on how you can start using GPT 4.1 models today. Just head over to OpenRouter, pick from a list of powerful models, including GPT 4.1 and even open source ones, and you're good to go. No extra setup, just choose your model and start testing, coding, or creating whatever you want. Seriously, it's like having a buffet of AI tools right at your fingertips. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more AI news, and share this with anyone who might be interested. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.